Right, if you run an MSP or manage multiple UniFi environments for a client, you need to see this. Ubiquiti has just dropped a brand new feature in Site Manager specifically for MSPs and multiple UniFi sites. It's specifically designed for admins, and the goal is to link up your MSP's own Microsoft Entra environment or Google Workspace directly to the Site Manager. So this means rather than having one main central Ubiquiti account that everyone shares, or having loads of individual unmanaged Ubiquiti accounts, they can just log into all of your clients' networks using single sign-on. Today we're going to link this up to a Microsoft 365 tenant, build out a test fabric, and see exactly why this works and is perfect for MSPs. So to get this set up, you want to head over to account.ui.com and scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see this section directly for MSPs. I'm going to add my own MSP test account in there, and then we'll just create that. So now that your account's been upgraded to an MSP account, it'll allow us to set up our identity provider, which in this case we're going to use Microsoft 365. We can then just connect Entra ID, and when prompted to log in, this will have to be done with an admin account. There we go, so we're now onboarding this into Microsoft Entra ID. So from UniFi's side, this will be creating the enterprise applications and kind of linking a couple of bits up so that SSO can be used. The only thing to note is if you get an error about domain not matching, you'll need to make sure your Ubiquiti account you're using has the same domain as the one you're syncing to 365. There we go, and now that the Entra sync has been set up, we can then select a group account that we can then sync the users from into UniFi, and we can select how regularly we'd like it to sync. So for now, just as a test, I'm going to set it to every hour and just on the Ubiquiti users group, which I've created. Great, so that group's been synced now. It's showing 0 users in there and only that one group that's been imported. So if we now go and add the Ubiquiti account which I've created into there, we can then sync that and we will see that that will then come through. Great, so now that user account synced through, we'll want to head over to Site Manager, so unifi.ui.com. And then within here, in the top left, we've got this little section called MSP Dashboard now showing up. Within here, we've got customers. So this will be the customer fabrics that we have. And then under the team section, we can see that synced user who's in that group that we set up earlier. And we can control the access level within here as well. So to add a customer within here, we'll need to grant us MSP access to their fabric. So there's 2 ways we can do this, either by the add customer and some of the existing fabrics that you already have access to, you can select and then it'll send a request to whoever owns that fabric. As we're already the owner of the fabric, it's easier. We can just go within settings, select the fabric, and then under general, there's a section for MSP access. We need to add the account that is used under our MSP main account. We can then send through an invite, and if we go back to the MSP dashboard, we will see our invite has come through here, and then we can accept the invitation. That will upgrade this fabric to the MSP status, and then we can assign permissions to this fabric. Great, so to assign a permission to this fabric, we can go within the team, select the team member you'd like to assign the permissions to, and then you can assign either full MSP access level or specific access level to that fabric that we've got. And then you can create specific roles based on what access you would like to have. So at the moment we're just going to assign fabric admin and then apply changes on that. Great, so now we're ready to test logging in with one of our MSP user accounts. So if we open up Outlook, on that account, we can see that we've got an invitation to accept and join this site. If we select that invitation, it will automatically take us through to the account login page, and then this will link us through with MFA and set up our kind of UniFi account. I'll give that one a second to sign in. Great, so now that we're logged into that test account, we can see on the left here we've been given access to that test fabric. We can manage the sites from here. Even create a new site with the current permissions that we have. We can then also try and go to the account.ui section to see what we can manage from here. So as this account was originally set up, by that identity provider, it doesn't let us change anything. So as it's using single sign-on, we can't change the password or anything. It's automatically filled in. So what I'm just going to do as a demonstration here, so you can see how the single sign-on aspect works, is fully close down this browser and open up a new in private window. We can then go to unifi.ui.com, and if we pop in that email address that we used, we can then see it will redirect us to our kind of account login page. We can then pop in the password for that, and then MFA as well. This can then enforce all of your conditional access policies through that, and it will automatically redirect you to the UniFi login. There we go, and we're logged in now, and we've got all that same access as before. So just as a side note, with this MSP owner account, this doesn't get converted to single sign-on. So if we try and sign into that one with the new window, we can see we've either got the option to continue with Entra, or we can just use kind of the previous password there and it will take us through. So if for some reason something happened with the Entra link, you've always got this as a backup to get back in. So honestly, this is a massive step in the right direction from Ubiquiti, considering it's all license free, and it's exactly what MSPs want and have been waiting on Ubiquiti. So I'm Ben from Network Patch. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.